Okay, so here is my Starbase inside of Starbase. First things first, there is an LED screen. This is a very large 4-color, well 5-color if you count black, LED screen with full screen refresh every frame. The screen is actually redrawn every pixel, every frame. Data is loaded into a giant data buffer and pushed in. The scrolling element you see is I've loaded a graphic from a memory chip and I'm loading it in one frame at a time into a scrolling buffer, which then dumps its entire buffer into the screen every time. So this isn't one of those screens that only loads one line at a time. This actually loads the entire screen data every frame. It's just a matter of where you're going to store enough data to have, like, 100 frames of full screen. You could, it's just that becomes burdensome, and I really don't want to play around with that right now. But you could load up, 100 full frames of screen and then play them one tick at a time, the full screen, and have an animation. Try to, simulate a 3D animation or flash text instead of scrolling it, whatever you feel like. Like it's got full screen capabilities. So anyways, so the screen, it uses an optimized data buffer. It compresses the data, puts it in, pushes it out into the LED modules. The LED modules grab their packets and load them onto the screen. And it updates with the buffers. It's always one tick behind you pushing in the data. So it's practically live. So here, I'll start the game now. So once I start the game, it'll finish the last scroll it started, and then it will start the game. My ship will turn to red when the game is active. And there, the game is now active. So the goal in the game is to collect the green power-up dots. They will recharge your shield and give you a point. So when you hit an asteroid, the blue stuff, you get damaged. And when you get the green ones, you get a point and you can recharge your shield a bit too. I should probably put a limit on the shield. I don't think I've limited the shield to maximum 100 yet, so technically you could build up a massive shield. If you get good at the game, you could go indefinitely. Well, I mean, regardless, if you get really good at the game, you could potentially go indefinitely. I should probably add a little more diversity to the constructing of levels, the stuff that spawns the asteroids into the game. So it's a little repetitive right now. There's not a lot of variation to it is random, but there's not a lot of variation to the types of ways it spawns the stuff in. But that can always be improved. And yeah, and I've got to add, a game end conditions. So when your shield gets to 0, it should, end the game, take your score, add it to a high score list, maybe let you input your name, and then, allow you to go back to the scrolling screen and allow you to start the game again. For now, so say I get myself damaged here to the point of no return, I'm in negative now. So like you can see, the game should have ended. My shield is negative. I haven't added any end game conditions yet, which is a relatively minor point. I have found that having sound turned on causes some issues. First of all, every time a sound plays, you can see the tick rate lag, and it has occasionally caused things to get a bit buggy with the screen and stuff. Sounds cause a lot of lag for some reason, so it might be better with the sound turned off. I like it with the sound turned on, but if you want to actually get serious about proper gameplay, the sound should be turned off unless they optimize it so sounds don't interfere with the loading of the game. But anyways, I'm getting damaged. I'm just screwing around now. So anyways, that's Starbase and Starbase. I do also want to add bullets, so you can shoot a bullet and destroy parts of the asteroids coming at you. Maybe some power-up weapons, one that'll shoot a long laser beam that can blast right through stuff. The bullet just destroys 1 pixel, wave attacks, whatever, and then an end boss for levels where after it stops scrolling the asteroids, and then another ship comes in and you have a PvP firefight with another ship. So I think that could be really cool. But anyways, that's this game. This game's pretty close to done. It's got, there's a lot of features I want to add to it. I could build it as much as I want and do a lot of level building, but we'll see. So anyways, this one's coming along. When I'm done this one, we'll see what I can do with it. I think I'll probably go for something different next time, something more endo movement or sensor based. But Retro Video Game 1 is showing serious progress. Starbase inside of Starbase. perhaps the next project could be build a cellular automation system running on the screen, build a Turing machine inside the cellular automation, and then inside of that you could have a Starbase game, so you could have Starbase inside of Starbase inside of Starbase. Anyways, that's it for now.